One day when Jesus was teaching, Pharisees and legal experts were sitting nearby. They had come from every village in Galilee and Judea and from Jerusalem. Now the power of the Lord was with Jesus to heal. Some men were bringing a man who was paralyzed lying on a cot. They wanted to carry him in and place him before Jesus, but they couldn't reach him because of the crowd. So they took him up and on the roof and lowered him, cot and all, through the roof tiles into the crowded room in front of Jesus. When Jesus saw their faith, he said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." The legal experts and Pharisees began to mutter among themselves, "Who is this who insults God? Only God can forgive sins." Jesus recognized what they were discussing and responded, "Why do you fill your minds with these questions? Which is easier, to say your sins are forgiven or to say get up and walk? But so that you may know that the human one has authority on earth to forgive sins," Jesus now spoke to the man who was paralyzed. "I say, get up, take your cot and go home." Right away the man stood before them, picked up his cot and went home praising God. All the people were beside themselves with wonder. Filled with awe, they glorified God, saying, "We've seen unimaginable things today." Afterward, Jesus went out and saw a tax collector named Levi sitting at a kiosk for collecting taxes. Jesus said to him, "Follow me." Levi got up, left everything behind, and followed Jesus. Then Levi threw a great banquet for Jesus in his home. A large number of tax collectors and others sat down to eat with Jesus. The Pharisees and their legal experts grumbled against his disciples. They said, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus answered, "Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do. I didn't come to call righteous people, but sinners to change their hearts and lives." Some people said to Jesus, "The disciples of John fast often and pray frequently. The disciples of the Pharisees do the same, but your disciples are always eating and drinking." Jesus said to them, "You can't make the wedding guests fast while the groom is with them. The time will come when the groom will be taken from them, and then they will fast." Then he told them a parable. "No one tears a patch from a new garment to patch an old garment. Otherwise, the new garment would be ruined, and the new patch wouldn't match the old garment. Nobody pours new wine into old wineskins. If they did, the new wine would burst the wineskins, the wine would spill, and the wineskins would be ruined. Instead, new wine must be put into new wineskins. No one who drinks a well-aged wine wants new wine, but says, 'The well-aged wine is better.'